always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota gives to Henry. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, move in. Check 53. Switch up.
On the read option, it's Monk. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We own it. We own it. One. Mike Bobo. Got you.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Come on, D.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jannard Avery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. A first half update now from Philadelphia. And the Steelers there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert, alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mariota hands to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He finds Humphreys. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Mariota on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not active.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota uncorks one for Davis. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
180. Go. Go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me regular. Quick the edge. Come.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
You don't want it. Hey, alert 33. Hey, Delta. Danny. 41's the mic. Check 41. Right.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On third down, Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Mariota. It's caught. Smith. 19 yards to pick up there.
19 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. He's got his man Sharp complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Good. 180. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. It's a big run that time by Henry. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First down, Titans.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lewis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On play action, Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And that's caught by Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down,
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll throw again. Mariota. They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. 7 yards there and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They run it again with Chubb. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
180. Check 53. Double dog. That's the way.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This is brought in at the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's been a tight, low-scoring affair thus far. 3-3 is our score heading into the 4th. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mariota. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap. One. 44. Mike, 44. Not today,
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a gain of 35.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to Sharp. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Do it.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Any day. Hurry. Check 41. Big stop, G.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. He's going to fire one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
Stay with your man.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
40. 180. Regular. Tight end right.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Henry, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And with that, our journey begins.